I got a 14.
I'm gonna continue the trend with a
we're
3.
live! Yay!
Wait, what? It's just 5 minutes!
Hello. You did not.
No,
Well,
I mean, the timer says 5 minutes.
must be a little behind. We are live right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
to tonight's episode of Oodvin, episode 38. It is fantastic to have you with us. My name is Maxwell
Happy
Williams.
St. Patty's!
Oh, happy St. Patty's Day. I hope
That
everyone is
too.
wearing green. And if not, sorry about being pinched. You were warned.
My chair's gonna
Anyway,
count.
my name is Maxwell Williams. I'm the DM for this session, and I play a whole bunch of cool, interesting, and quirky characters, including a mysterious archfey figure by the name of Offenzia, who just,
Max.
can't get enough of this party. What's up?
It's not changed.
What's not changed?
The thing is not changed on
Twitch?
Twitch.
Huh.
Yeah,
it's still
it's counting down to
2 minutes.
46. Mine's at 46 seconds.
This is wild, guys. I really
I-
hope it's just far behind and they have to listen to this conversation.
Yeah, I really hope that that's what's
'Cause
going
I'm
on.
not gonna edit it out.
I mean, my internet's not great right now, so it's not. We have some people over, so I'm sure there are more people on the Wi-Fi than normal.
Sick.
Uh,
Oh, wait, it is so far behind. Holy crap.
Is it playing it though?
Yeah, it is.
Does it sound
It's
fine?
just really far behind. Yeah, it sounds fine.
Cool, then they get to
As
watch
long
it.
as it works.
anyway,
That means
I guess
if I fall, it's gonna
back
take
to
3
it
minutes
then.
for it to show up.
Yeah, Archfey, Offenzia. She just loves this party and loves making deals. Just a good old time. But everyone else should introduce themselves. So who's next?
Me. I think. Yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Sam Rinaldi, and I play Winnie Winslow, the Twilight Cleric of the party, who just wants to take a nap. It's been a rough one.
Hi, I'm Connor McGinley. I play Lily Pembroke, the usually stabby animated doll who inspired the Star Child to have a goal for himself, rebuild the future. That was me. What can I say?
I did that.
Hello, I'm Dane Brancato. I play Zephyr Windstrider, the College of Swords bard of the group. And a little fun fact about Zephyr this week is that he stubbed his toe last session, and it really hurt. And he was very upset, and people saw him tearing up after getting the gift from his sister, and he blamed it on the fact that he stubbed his toe.
Neat.
Pretty fun.
Hi, my name is Julie Risto, and I play Octavia Lagezur, the half-orc swashbuckling rogue. And a fun fact about Octavia is that if she had to describe herself using Studio Ghibli movies, she would like to think that she's most like San from Mononoke Hime, but she's actually probably somewhere between like Howl's Moving Castle to Nausicaa Valley of the Wind. So
Oh, that's way better than my fact. That's awesome.
that I just came up with on the spot. You're welcome.
Hello. My name is Aaron Borden. I play the character of Februm Cask, the Simic hybrid blood fighter. He is not ready to see his mother again, but I feel like it's bound to happen soon.
Oh.
And I'm Drew Borden. I play Aldrich Bernask, the armor artificer paladin. He got 2 puzzle boxes left.
Wow.
Oh, no.
The pause. It's the pause.
You got the puzzle boxes.
Bubble bugs.
Got the bubble boxes.
Okay, but with that, let's do a quick little recap. So, after a very emotional conversation between the party where everyone kind of revealed their secrets and what they had been doing in their own time, the party came together for a round of drinks at Stick and Poker. Axel getting very drunk. Zephyr, doing his best to maybe stave off some feelings. But everyone eventually made it back okay. Began the week. Going into their Monday, we rolled for classes, everyone except for Al, and everyone did pretty well. Only one who ran into some issue so far was Zephyr in Fight Club, deciding to kind of go on his own and hampered down by some of the emotions of, losing his sister. But, she's not actually lost, as Zephyr has amply and several times said, even while talking to Phyllis, and receiving a good amount of gold for his not gone sister. But then near the end, Lily and Axel had quite the conversation, bonding, connecting, and determining that what Axel was going to do with this power that he might not have wanted, might not have asked for, but has anyway. So, let's do one thing real fast as we pick up into this. Al, I'm going to need you to make some checks.
Okay.
Okay, so first off, in Odessa's Munchies for the Road, I need a survival check.
Ooh. Survival. 12.
12. Little bit back and forth here. You started off some simple stuff last week, and you just try to do a little too much. The bottle cap of the chili flakes comes off, and it pours half the bottle into your trail mix bag, and you're like, you know what? I can do pretty spicy food. I'm pretty good, and it...
Oh, no.
Heartburn all over the place.
Oh, not again.
And in your older age, that is unfortunately a failure for Al in Munchies. But then we should go right on to the next one, and I need you to just make a straight D20 roll.
11.
11.
I'm not very good at school.
That one's not great either. You walk into Phyllis's class, which is very intense, talking about feelings, morals, the differences between life and death, and you are just sweating your ass off from your trail mix, and it is very hard to pay attention, very hard to kind of connect. That is unfortunately a failure.
I love it.
Trail mix is so hot that you question your own mortality.
Yeah. So that has a couple implications. Al, going into this weekend, you will have disadvantage on con saves from your munchies, as well as just let me know when you drop below half your hit points.
Yep. I got that already down.
And then only other person, Zephyr. When you made your attack roll, did you use strength or dex?
For
class.
Proficiency is they're the same, so I have no clue.
Well, pick one. Actually, no. We will. Let's roll. Let's rollsies this. Roll a d20. Tell me if it's higher or lower than 10.
Okay. 1.
You're gonna have disadvantage on all dexterity checks going into this weekend.
Sick.
Oh no.
Hope you don't have to sneak anywhere.
Feel a little tired. Feel a little sore from your class, and especially all of the blows that you did end up taking. just really dragging on you. But I think we were at a point where Zephyr was kind of trying to meet up with the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Sometime during the middle of the week.
Yes.
Dane, can you turn your mic up just a little bit?
Yeah. I don't know what's
You're
up
too
with it
quiet,
lately.
my friend.
I don't know what's up with it lately. It's only in these calls. Is that better?
We're just special.
That is better.
Perfect. So, Zephyr's gonna enter the room, and he throws open the doors. Guys, I'm filthy rich again.
Oh, what?
Also, I need your help.
Zephyr, I
Someone.
thought we talked about the gambling addiction.
Are these two
Look.
things related?
Me
I mean,
needing
it's
help
really
what's
or the
dirty to
gambling
me?
addiction.
You needing help and and getting money.
Yes. Yeah, those two things are related. But no, Winnie. It's not a gambling addiction. I'm just really good at it. And this has nothing to do with that. I didn't gamble this one.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's gonna the little chest that he got. He's gonna open it up and turn it to you guys to just see the like 200 platinum pieces in there.
It shines with a godly aura. Just.
Yeah, I was gonna. It's like, oh, it's like has like all those sparkles going from it.
Tony, 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 Tony.
That's cool and all. And he closes
You're
it up and
drooling.
like puts it back. That's super
Naturally.
cool and all. But this is where I need. Does anyone here like? Can anyone here detect magic or
Yes.
anything along the? Perfect.
Yes, I can.
And he just hands out a piece of paper that just says Zephyr and Psy.
Do
Can
you
I
want me
smell
to?
Can you smell it?
Smell
I
it.
just want to smell the paper. I can't
Lou-
detect magic, but I can detect magic.
But you can smell magic.
Uh,
So
give me a
I
perception
got called
check.
down to like the library, and my sister, we were kind of going through some of her stuff, and I got this, and he like flicks his finger, and out of his ring, just for a split second, comes out a giant maul, and then he flicks it, and it comes back. It goes back into the ring. I got that, and I got this, and I basically was going through some of her stuff, so that way they don't throw it out when we find her. But that's irrelevant. She left me this chest, and it's got a bunch of money in it, and this note, and there's no note on the note. So I need someone with magic so they can detect anything of note. You know?
On the note?
On the note.
I do want to like snatch it, give it a whiff, and then I'll hand it over to Al so he can do his thing.
Sniffs it.
But I don't. He might want to
Quick
ritual
sniff.
cast it anyway. I have 10 minutes.
Lily, what? Did you just sniff my note?
Yeah. I rolled a 24, by the way.
It's got a like
Why didn't I think
a
of that?
fresh linen scent.
Zephyr's also gonna sniff the note.
How's it
It
smell?
Smell like any foreign
Kinda like a
writing
linen-y?
material. Like not regular ink or something.
doesn't smell like it.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I was sniffing for.
Zephyr, you get the
It's really nice.
you get the
Kinda
faint
smells like fresh laundry.
Yeah, it's kind of your sister's scent. Mix of her like perfume and
Her
just her
perfume
general aura.
smelled very like laundry. I told her she needed to get a new one, but
Fair.
It's very laundry.
It's very laundry. I assume
like
we
that brings the
have
movement down.
20 minutes.
Sure.
I'll go ahead and start with detect magic, and then follow that up with an identify if I don't find anything.
I forgot that's a spell.
Cool.
See, this is what you're
do,
so smart on.
detect magic. 10 minutes later, pops out. The aura kind of radiates around you. The card has an illusion kind of aura to it.
All right. It does have an illusion aura. Other than that, do I detect anything? Like, is the paper itself giving it off, or is like something on the paper, or can I tell?
It would be something on the paper.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it seems like there is some kind of illusion magic covering something or doing something on it. I can identify it and see if it's a spell, or do you know if your family would ever have a like a secret code or way to write?
Not that I was ever taught. But she very well could have picked something up over the years and just didn't tell me. Is there a way to make like the illusion not be elusive?
Well, if we could either dispel it, but if we dispel it, there may be we may lose the writing. The other two options are I identify it and see what spell or effect it is, or can anybody see invisible objects? I think we've been through this before, haven't we?
Me.
That's also an option.
I remembered I can this time.
I can see invisible people.
Creatures.
Okay, more than just people then.
So if you want, I can go ahead and take another 10 minutes and see if we need the invisibility so that you don't have to work as hard. Winnie.
Okay.
All right, I will do that.
So, while I was doing that, anyone know any good jokes?
No.
I mean, I'd ask Octavia, but with all that time spent on the lake, I doubt any of her jokes would land.
10 minutes goes by.
Dear God. She just
Zephyr
looks
says
at
that
him like,
no one says a thing for 10 minutes.
yeah, 100%.
Oh,
The longest 10 minutes of our lives.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
10 minutes
So
goes
funny.
by. Identify goes off. You identify the card. It is a modification of illusory script. With a specific key granted to a bloodline.
Okay. All right.
You also
To a
do
blood-
think that your theory about dispelling it and getting rid of the writing is spot on.
So what's
I'm
up?
smart. So it is illusory writing,
Okay.
and it's tied to a bloodline.
Zephyr holds up a dagger in his hand.
Lily nods like, yes, that's the thing to do.
And at the same time, she's like,
Februm
no,
also
that is not
nods.
the thing. That is not the thing to do. And they're both like,
Octavia's like
It's
shut
worked
down.
twice before,
how
so-
awful that joke was that she's just sitting there like,
Perseus starts pausing.
So how do we do
To
this?
know what kind of blood you have.
I mean, assuming that it is your bloodline, and you can't already see it, I would maybe just a
Oh,
little,
it's not like just like
maybe a little, maybe a little bit on the corner if you can't already see it, or unless you had like a special word or phrase that you said in your family?
Nope. Not that I know
You
of.
didn't, you
No.
didn't talk.
Nope.
I mean, we called each other a bitch a lot, but
Try that.
Huh?
Try it. Do it.
I hand the paper back to you, and
I call the paper a bitch.
No, it does. No, it's split. The piece of paper feels
No.
offended.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh.
Who wants to hold this paper for like a split second? He hands it back to Al. Hold it flat for me, and then he's just gonna like just
Now
nick
hold
his hand.
We could have
Just
did
a
like
little
a
bit.
finger prick or something.
Okay.
You didn't have to slice your whole
Well,
hand.
Aaron knows why I'm doing that.
What?
I little bit of Dane lore. I cut my hand today,
Oh.
so now it's
getting
canon.
into character.
Dane lore.
Dane lore.
Dane lore.
Yeah.
love
So-
Dane lore.
He like
Ah,
he nicks his.
honey, wake
we'll
up!
say
It's
his
new
finger.
Dane lore drop.
Okay,
He
Dane, you
nicks
take,
Honey, wake up.
his hand with the blade.
take 2 points of damage.
How many? I just heard points of damage.
2.
All of them.
2
Oh,
You're
you're
points.
dead.
longer
You
at
hit an artery,
69.
you bleed out in seconds.
You take
Zephyr
2
dies.
pointies of damage, and the blade kind of cuts through your palm, and you see the blood kind of flick in a moment. But as it kind of hits the air, you watch as it freezes.
Just like
And
right
is-
on the corner.
Is almost drawn into the card itself. And you watch as the blood intricately and less of like
That's
the
disturbing.
blood making its own thing.
Probably show you.
No, that's good, buddy. Do you need to
That's
talk?
pretty raw.
I mean, that's metal. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but like,
Hardcore.
do you need to talk?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not a problem yet.
No.
I may or may not inform you when it is.
Let's focus on this card then. What's the writing say?
You see a block of writing written in Orin, right? That's the air
Yeah.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
There's a whole language that I don't know that I should have on
Well,
here.
Primordial has 4 like dialects.
Dialects.
And if you
Well, I
know
have Primordial, so
Primordial, you know all 4 of them. They
Yeah.
just sound weird.
I got the right one then. Let's go.
It's like British English and American English.
And it reads like this. If you're reading this, it means I lied to you, and I'm sorry. I wish there was more time. I needed more information. Not sure how far it goes, and who you can trust, but something is wrong. I hope we're not right, but since you're here, we probably are. Ask yourself this. Where does anyone go when they graduate? And why does no one know? I love you so much, Z. There's nothing I can say to make you feel better, but know I fought like hell to get back to you. Your big sis forever, Sigh.
Bitch.
Oh. But yeah. The text stays there for a second. But you watch as the blood kind of drips away and it leaves the card blank again.
I want to test a theory, and from the wound that still has a little bit of blood, just drip a little bit more on there, see if they come back.
So you drip the blood on there and it comes back. Stays there for a little
I'm
bit.
not a masochist. I just want to see how much blood I can drip from my hand.
It's already bleeding.
We've all been
Yeah,
there.
it's already bleeding, so I
Yeah.
shouldn't take more damage.
But yeah, it's almost like it slowly moves through the font, and once it hits the end of the note, it begins to kind of drip off or pool into a single drop that then falls.
Sick. But the words do come back the second time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. I'm not even gonna make it a secret. I'm just gonna take the gold or the platinum out of the case, put the note back in the case, and then put the case like right next to my bed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I will be reading it again.
This sounds like the beginning of a problem.
I was
No.
gonna say.
Aw.
Did you say a box?
He's gonna like prick his finger.
Just
He'll just like prick his finger. Lily,
With
Wait,
a
is there
puzzle
a puzzle
inside.
in this box?
With a puzzle inside.
don't
He's
test
like,
me or I'll puzzle that box.
He's got
Um,
Zephyr's hand in his arm, like with a knife. Like, ah!
So as much as I want to afford Zephyr his privacy, the morbid curiosity Lily has takes over. Is this
yeah.
legible to us?
I probably would have read it out loud.
I'm
Oh
like,
no, I probably would have informed you guys on what
I
it
didn't
said
want to assume you were
afterwards.
reading it out loud.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't have read it out loud, but he probably would have, like, gave you guys the spark notes.
I hate that. Here's the
Yeah,
spark notes of my dead sister's
prestidigitation.
note.
Well,
Cast
it's
prestidigitation
probably
and
more
makes the
like,
note
oh, she said
appear
bye.
out of sparks in the air.
Yeah.
The spark notes.
No.
Cute.
None of that.
Cute.
technically
Too bad
speaking,
it's canon.
that's within prestidigitation.
That's
Yeah.
what he did.
Oh my
It
word.
happened.
Octavia kind of looks at it and she's like, "Well, that's not ominous."
Yeah.
On
It's
the
a-
bright side, that means we were right. In that something's going on here. On the less bright side, it's not looking good that she's just lost. So that's fun.
Is this one of those
a hit?
stories where graduating means that we get killed or something?
Sick. Well, then there wouldn't be any other Night Eyes, right? Like,
I mean, the only ones
cast
who
Maybe they
matter.
make
around.
exceptions.
Always some chosen ones.
guys, this is the part where you like reassure me that we're
They
not.
probably-
No,
They probably send them out,
not.
do like
gone.
quests into the devouring, but
Oh.
actually ensure that they don't come back.
Maybe they're sacrificing Night Eyes to Blazidon so that he doesn't kill us faster.
Good gods.
Oh, that's lovely. Axel, does that like check out Winnie? Does that sound like something?
Hopefully
that would
not.
happen?
Why
sounds-
you
Have
ask
you ever like
me?
you ever like brought up? Well, like you guys talk to him. Has he ever been like, "Hey, your friends look extra juicy. Is a good sacrifice"?
I.
I don't know.
Is that how sacrifices work?
I don't know. I've never had something
I
sacrificed.
want another
to me.
sacrifice.
It-
Give me a sacrifice.
I haven't-
Yeah, but I already no, I'm full. I already had another sacrifice. Oh, but you're skinny. Oh, look at you. You're so skinny.
How about another sacrifice?
You don't need to mock me, guys. Jeez, I just don't know how it works.
Well, I don't think it's fruits are quite juicy. No, I don't
know
think-
what Blasden says to you.
So it
Not
would-
that.
Well, sometimes you make sacrifices without knowing if it's actually helping.
Maybe
That's
maybe it's
True.
willing
called
sacrifice. Like maybe they're being told that it's helping prevent a catastrophe of some sort, and a bunch of Night Eyes are letting themselves.
Or maybe they're fighting something back constantly.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna go ask Drax. And Zephyr starts walking to the door.
Whoa!
You're just gonna go ask him?
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
go
we know
ask.
where he is. So
We know where he is.
We know where
he's
he
been in
might
like his.
be.
He's probably
know where
in
he
his
might
office.
be,
We've
yeah.
seen the little like eye thing go, or at least they've seen the little eye thing go up. So I can only assume that's where he is.
Yeah, but you know,
Figure, best case, he sees us. And he saved our life before, so we know he's on our side, at least to some degree.
And he is
Worst
kind
case
of
scenario,
dying.
he refuses to see us, and nothing changes. Right?
And he already kind of knows
Fair.
that we're getting in the shit we're not supposed to.
Yeah. Octavia, you're gonna have to deal with him probably being disappointed when we tell him that we're continuing to get in the shit that we're not supposed to.
Do we want him to know?
I feel like he's
Who are we telling?
probably all-knowing.
Drax. Well, it's not confirmed that we're telling Drax yet.
Also, it
This
was
is
like
discussion.
2 weeks ago, I may have committed a small case of identity theft as him, so he's probably heard about that.
Ugh.
If he hasn't, awesome, because I have not been arrested yet, so...
Somebody
Probably heard of the case. Probably doesn't know it's you.
Maybe keep that part on the down low.
Yeah, no, that part,
Yes.
you make a valid point. He doesn't even know that.
Someone remind me, when Drax came to talk to us, did he actually tell us to stop?
He said he didn't want to know about it, I think.
Oh?
Oh?
Octavia doesn't want
Guess
to know
neither
about
did
it
Octavia.
either.
Yeah.
Sorry. The latter minutes.
Oh no, you're
Not
Oh,
sure
no.
what's happening. That'll
There
fix
we go.
itself. Cool.
Good.
Neat. Hopefully that doesn't
Interesting,
happen again.
fun, Woo!
It'll be fun if it does.
Yay! Woo! Exciting.
Yay, woo.
Or
Well,
maybe that's just what I got out of it.
it kind of sounded to me like he wasn't encouraging it, but was kind of encouraging it.
Well, he just
Well-
didn't want us to tell him if we did.
So he doesn't have to punish us.
But he didn't say that. We kind of said it for him.
Yes. So what's the worst that could happen? We get
I mean,
I think he'll shake a fist at us, maybe.
do you think he could expel us?
The
Perhaps.
absolute worst case scenario would be he's working with the bad guys and then he just kind of murks us. Which he's had the opportunity to do several
And-
times.
Yes,
If
but who
he-
are the bad guys, Zephyr?
I'm sure that he would tell us in some long-winded monologue before killing us, but
Not all
Right.
villains work that way. I don't know what kind of media you've been consuming over the last couple of years, but that's
books.
I think he would work that way, though.
yes.
He's a
And
talker.
Yeah.
Even if he does attack us, we do have something.
We have something?
Zephyr,
We do.
Something.
Yeah, what's up?
didn't you video chat him once? Do I remember that? Is that something that,
Did
that
I?
happened
Oh,
at the
I
bar
did!
once?
He called me!
Oh,
When
let's
you
call
did
him
that
back.
dog?
So I bet I have his contact.
I mean,
Oh God,
we,
I have his
we all have
contact.
his contact.
Yeah, we all have his contact.
Oh yeah, let's just call him up.
Rena de
Hmm.
Day?
Zephyr pulls out his iPod Touch
No.
and he holds it Sophie style. He tries to call him.
I like to think we're setting it up on the table and he's like, okay, fuck. Okay,
Uh,
hold on. Hold on.
Hold on, guys. I got it.
I got it.
This is a one.
And Drax is sitting there like,
Here,
Hello?
give me a book.
Zephyr.
Give me a book to prop it up on.
Zephyr, make an Arcana check with advantage.
Let's go.
that's how he answers.
That's a +2. Okay. 17. You said with advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage.
17.
Okay. You bring up your iPod Touch. That for the record, that's I as in EYE.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No copyright
Mm.
infringement.
Apple don't sue.
Um, but you bring it up to your ear, half expecting something to happen, half expecting kind of a joke. And the
Checks out.
rest of you watch as Zephyr pulls this device up to his ear. You see hundreds of tiny little particles stop for a moment, rotate around the device, and then enter in. Zephyr, you can cast Sending, targeting Drax if you wish.
What
I
is
think he
sending
just
you?
jailbroke his iPod.
Dude, I don't have-
Dude.
What was that?
He can cast sending through his iPod.
Guys, D&D
Ridiculous.
is so cool.
Oh,
I gotta look it up. Hold on. I don't know what's
My mom was like, "You're not going
you
out
have
drinking
25
tonight for St.
words.
Patty's? Why
It's
would
like
I?
a
We
tweet.
could be doing this.
Oh,
It's like
great.
a tweet.
It is a. Yeah, it's a tweet.
It's a twit.
Okay.
It's an
Okay, I
old
got
tweet.
25 words.
Original tweet.
It's a pidget. Because messenger pigeons instead of Twitter.
It's a coup then.
Yeah.
Hey, Drax. What's good?
Good.
Just had some questions for you.
Okay.
He doesn't type. Oh, I guess he does.
It's spur of the moment. This is Sending.
Could we have a meeting of some kind ASAP?
5 more words.
As soon as possible.
Also, Octavia says hi. Goodbye.
Hey, principal, what's good?
What's good?
It just
Now,
Oh, my word.
Zephyr, roll a D100 for me.
Wait, what?
Just
Roll a
Hey,
D100.
you
roll a
up?
D100.
Does that mean that he's on a different plane of
That's
existence?
interesting.
He's
Wow.
hey, are you up?
Just barely.
Oh. Oh.
Ugh.
I was
You-
so tempted to say you up.
So I will say, Zephyr, you let this spell release, and you don't spend any of your magical energy, but do mark off a hit die.
Oh.
As you feel yourself kind of, just like your overall energy becomes a little drained.
What day is it of the week?
Let's say Friday.
What day is it?
Zephyr's like, what day is it?
Okay. So that means I'll sleep
down,
before
Zephyr.
Saturday, so we're good.
Mm-hmm. You wait for a second. Oh, well, Zephyr, I would love to meet with you. I'm a little busy at the current moment, but feel free to add something to the calendar. I'm sure I'll see.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use another hit die.
Okay.
And
So funny.
I'll send him back.
I do need you to make another Arcana
okay.
check. Still with advantage.
Advantage? Okay. That's not good. 13.
13. You have figured it out. It is a little easier now. But go ahead and mark off that other hit dice. And everyone else, you notice this kind of flash of those dust particles again. They emanate a little. They emanate a little further out. You see that the particles directly around the device seem to have disappeared for a moment, and it's kind of pulling particles in from farther away.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
I'm gonna send the message then, and it's gonna say utmost importance. Lives are on the line. Probably.
Perhaps.
More likely than not. Can you do sometime this weekend? Or next week? Preferably Monday. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Sincerely.
Hello.
Forever yours.
Do roll another D100 before I respond.
Oh my god.
On the
it's
off
so
chance.
funny.
The reason I rolled so low was because I wasn't using Zephyr's die. That makes sense.
Of course.
50.
Okay. Hello, Zephyr. This weekend should work out well. I'm sure we'll find a time to connect in between the festivities. I hope you're looking forward to...
Again!
What?
I don't think he knows how to use this.
We're definitely. Before I do this, I'm getting a long rest before Saturday, right? Like it's Friday night. If I sleep,
Sure.
okay, cool.
Maybe.
I'm gonna use
I
another
don't
hit
have
die.
to sleep.
Make another Arcana check.
Oh my word.
Is this coming through the iPod?
12.
Zephyr would have to relay this to you. Zephyr,
Okay.
this is gonna cost you 2 hit dice.
Oh.
Cost me what?
2 hit dice.
Okay. If I'm getting a rest, I'm gonna take a paladin die. No, I'm gonna save my paladin die.
But you are able to get it off again. For a third time, the rest of you see particles now a little further away from Zephyr flood into his device.
Can Februm try to like grab a particle? Like just kind of.
What would that be? What would that be?
I feel like you should just like cup your hand.
I get just like a.
If it's going toward the device, then you just interpose.
That's true.
So
Get a
you
little
put your
jar
hand in
and
there to interpose between the device and this particle. Make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
That's probably alarming.
That's a little alarming.
Just a
Mildly
little bit,
concerning.
It's a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
You
get Banish.
Let's see what happens.
throw your hand in front of these particles, attempting to stop them. But you watch as they just filter through your skin. It is mildly unsettling. There's very little sensation to it. But you watch as the particles almost like absorb into your flesh and then come out the other side at a fairly rapid pace. Go ahead and mark off a hit dice.
Okay. He kind of pulls back his head and just like.
It feels a little cold.
How dumb do I want this message to be? Drew,
Yes.
pick a number 1 through 10. Or I'm sorry,
20.
1 through 5.
4.
I love 1 through 10.
Wait,
20.
wait, 1 through 10. I was just gonna say, I was like, that? Wait.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Like, that doesn't seem right.
Zephyr, the message is cool.
Roll a D100.
Cool.
74.
74. You get great.
Great.
That was worth the hit dice.
This is the best sending ever.
I was so tempted to just send K.
Okay.
So,
No, K implies you're
Oh,
mad.
yeah. So you guys didn't hear that. So he said that after the festivities this weekend, he'd be more than happy to meet with us. Then he said, "Great."
okay.
That's all you got from like 3
He
uses.
said he's busy. But the first message he was like, "I'm busy, but I could see," and then he got cut off. And then must be bad connection or something. Can I tell that it had a chance of failing, that he's on a different plane, or no?
Nope.
Okay.
I just had you roll it.
So, and then I said this weekend, you know, we gotta talk soon. He said, okay, after these festivities, I'll do something. Oh, he also said he hopes we're all enjoying the festivities. And Octavia, I told him you said hi.
Why?
Well,
I didn't.
Did
he
you say
likes
anything
you.
to that?
So I figured, no, oddly enough.
I don't.
It's,
He
it
didn't
just
respond
sounds
to
in
that.
character, I
Motherfucker.
think. You have like a strong rapport.
Yeah, you guys have like, so I figured if I use Octavia's name, then we can kind of like get on his good side because he likes Octavia, and he probably doesn't like me considering how I shot him.
Sorry. What?
I remember that. It was in a class. He
Yeah.
Oh.
fireballed.
I
He
remember you
missed.
telling us. You
And
said,
and
yeah.
almost shot Drax, and Drax almost killed him in the blink of an eye. It was very funny.
It kind of was.
Very.
Yeah, that too.
Yep. So
It was that too.
Good. Meeting with Drax. Joy.
I'm excited.
Yeah, honestly, I got some questions for him.
He Max, clarify again. He knew Octavia's parents. Is it just like the connection with the lake folk that she knows him?
I mean, your parents had meetings with Drax.
Right.
It's probably wasn't uncommon that Drax would, not often, but occasionally, like, come have dinner at your house.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool. So he knew little Octavia before the trauma.
Yes,
Nice.
like he knew childish, he knew child Octavia, but there's also there's probably several instances where someone mysteriously bailed you out of jail.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Why is if
God,
Drax is evil?
Father.
I'm gonna cry. He's so
he's-
cool. He's such a real one.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe that wasn't a thing that had happened at some time.
There's probably some unexplained like releases, and when you asked questions, it was diplomatic immunity.
Diplomatic
Octavia
immunity!
would pull that card.
All right, good to know. I'm putting that in my notes.
I see you, Adine.
But yeah. Anything else before we get into the weekend? Anyone? No? Okay. So with that, you spend the rest of your Friday kind of contemplating the note, these
bed.
interactions with Drax. The rest of you might think something about the dust particles. Who knows?
I don't know
But-
about you guys, but that wore me out. I'm exhausted. I don't know what.
Is there like propaganda about the like iPod Touch causing cancer?
It's the fifth circle waves entering your brain.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The interdimensional like planal shifting like in your mind.
Mhm.
The 5 gold
Weep
waves.
wave.
But yes, you all
The
sleep.
5e waves.
Go to bed. Everyone has a relatively restful evening. But Al, while you're asleep,
Ned.
back at your forge, in your younger days, feeling kind of like that strength and power, you look down and you see your legs. You're working on quite the magnificent piece of armor in front of you. You hear a very subtle but strong voice behind you. Now, Al, I don't want you staying out there too long. You know, I'm just about to have dinner on the table.
Ooh. I know. I'm almost. I'm just finishing up. I'll be out there in just a second.
You know, you spent so much time with your work. When are we gonna go on that vacation?
Where?
You've been promising me a cottage in the Everbright for quite some time now.
I know, and you know, as soon as I finish this deal, I will start making the preparations.
Glad to hear. As you hear some footsteps approach from behind you, as a figure kind of like grabs you by the shoulders and turns you around, kind of shifting the vision. Would you like to describe this person for the audience?
Okay. So, how young?
We're probably gonna say this is like early to mid 30s.
Okay.
This
so...
would have been maybe 5 or 6 years before, like the first kind of coming down.
Okay. So, for everybody that doesn't know, this is Eleanor. This is Al's wife. She is has pretty angular features, silver hair, and always seems to be dressed in this either white or with accents of this light blue shade. Specifically, she has a scarf that she likes to wear. Yeah.
She comes up behind you. She gives you kind of like a peck on the cheek before turning around, and then before she turns around, and she goes and she's like, "Come here, little Mal," and picks up a little boy that is trying to run into the forge that is connected to the house. He kicks and screams and does his best to get away, but can't seem to escape her iron grasp. You turn back and look at the armor in front of you, and there's no armor there anymore. There is instead a dark figure, lanky and snake-like, just like draped over the anvil.
What a touching moment. Really, this is just perfect. This is great. I'm living for it.
Could you like announce yourself next time. I
Hello, welcome. I am here.
yes, yes, you are. Is there something you wanted?
Well, lights a cigarette. I heard you talking shit.
Talking shit.
Mm-hmm. Talking some mean shit.
What kind of shit?
Something about you don't appreciate me here. You know, I try really hard. I do some great things. And you're just over here. You want to get rid of me? Is this how we're gonna end, Al? Is this how this is all gonna end?
I can do this now. I'll kind of kneel down, get my face to his level. Ned. That's what I'm gonna call you now, Ned.
Got a good ring. I like it.
Yes. You have to understand that while I do appreciate what you did in the vault.
You mean save your life? You know, I didn't
yes.
have to do that. I could have let you die and then just taken over your corpse. It would have been so easy.
Why didn't you?
Takes a hit from a cigarette. I wasn't feeling it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Were you... I mean, I could have just died, and wouldn't that have made it so much easier for you to take over my body? And
then I would have been lonely, and I wouldn't have been able to enjoy these wonderful conversations with you.
Now, you heard the conversation that we were having, I assume.
Seems like a pretty fucked up group, if you're asking me.
Everybody has their issues. My friend is can be very persuasive, and she doesn't like secrets.
I mean, good for her. I mean, that's great.
And
secrets kind of just like slow things down anyway.
Yes, I agree. And it would be really a shame if she happened to catch wind that something attached to me was keeping secrets.
Well, hold on. What are you insinuating here?
I'm just saying she might speed up the process of our separation.
He like looks at you. You watch his form kind of like slither around to the other side, moving with kind of an uncanny speed. He's almost like a two-dimensional being in a three-dimensional world. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Or actually, no, make an intimidation check. This is intimidation.
What? Intimidation. Can't it be? No. Can it be persuasion?
Can it be intelligence intimidation?
I'll give you intelligence intimidation. You can.
I was gonna say he's not the one being intimidating.
Yeah,
He's reasoning.
I like this. I like that.
Okay. In that case, it's a 12, and I'll add a flash of genius to make it 16.
16. Okay. You see Ned kind of pace back and forth a little bit. Every time he flips, he like disappears. You know, Al, you make some good points. You make some good points there. You might want to sit down for this one. I'm gonna level with you.
I'll sit down on the anvil.
Al, I'm so fucking lonely. I've been in that box for like 3,000 years. No one to talk to. And you know, when I was out in the world, you see like little like cartoon tears start to like come off. When I was out in the world, all I wanted to do was just find some people that like thought like me. Yes, they were all undead, but like, you know, like you do what you do. And people just kept killing me, you know?
Yes. Yes, I can see why that would be. I'm sorry.
You're not gonna kill me, Al, are you? Puppy dog eyes.
Can I make an insight
Little
check?
tears. Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh my god, why do I keep rolling 8s? Insight, that would be 10.
This, so we'll give you more like the traditional. He seems like, or they seem like they're in like distress of some kind. They don't have too many emotional expressions, but the energy that they're kind of exuding, makes them feel like genuine. I mean, there's definitely an era, like a bit of manipulation there, but you're not sure if it's like deceitful manipulation or like he's definitely trying to get you to do something. There's no doubt about that. But there doesn't seem to be any malice.
All right, Ned. You
see, you've named me. Now you gotta keep me.
All right, so what is it that you want?
I would like to just stay like right here. This would be great.
Forever?
I mean, maybe not forever. I mean, I haven't really come up with like a 5-year plan.
Okay. You don't have any goals?
You know, we're working on those.
Okay. Let me know when you figure those out.
What are your goals? What are you going for?
Well, I want to figure out a way to cure the shimmer. And
The shimmer?
yes, it is a disease. It's a deadly disease. While there's not a lot of what is it? Research into its cure. It's the reason my wife is gone.
Oh no.
Yes.
That.
Yes.
He like reaches into like a pocket that kind of comes out of nowhere and pulls out a pack of cigarettes and like offers you one.
I gave those up.
Is he
in
still
my,
small? Is he like this big still? Like, is the cigarette that small, or
No,
is
he
it like...
he is about like knee height.
Okay.
Mm.
I thought he was like really tiny for some reason. I don't
No.
imagine this to
Each
be like
time
this
he's
big.
getting bigger.
He's probably about like 2.5 feet tall.
Okay.
I gave those up in my interning years.
I mean, technically speaking, I'm pretty sure we're in a dream state. I think you can do whatever the hell you want. It's not gonna have any effect, but like...
Stick to my morals.
Puts them away.
Well, if all you want is a friend, then, or to be around, as long as we're not making any deals that I'm not aware of.
I mean, would it make you feel better if we made a deal?
No, it would not.
I mean, like...
I already have. That's the other thing that I'm doing. I'm trying to get rid of. I'm trying to.
Oh,
and-
you're fiendish bound.
Yes. I'm trying to find the contract for that and end it.
Good luck.
What is funny about that?
Oh no. I
Do you know something?
I mean, that deal makes me look like a bacteria. So
That's good to know.
I mean, that's just good luck. Good luck for you. That is an ambitious goal. I'm excited to watch.
All right.
But like, I
Okay.
will say, like, if you want to make a deal, I know you have that contract. We could like write something up.
I'll think about it.
I can be very helpful.
Okay. I'll just give him like a real intense stare just for a second and all right. I'll think about it and I'll talk to my friends about it.
Lovely. Well, have a good rest of your dream. And you watch as he like spirals out of existence. Just as you hear, Aldrich, the plates are on the tables now.
I'm coming, dear.
And with that, everyone wakes up the next morning. Saturday morning. It is the weekend officially. Everyone is beckoned to come to the great entrance hall to welcome in their illustrious guest at midday, around lunch. It'll be a luncheon. So if there's anything you want to do in the morning,
No missions today?
it doesn't seem like it yet. No one received anything on Friday. There was no check-ins. A couple other teams that knew that they weren't going to participate in the festivities went to go grab missions, and nothing was sent out yet.
Interesting.
Well, if we have time, everybody, I had a dream last night.
Oh, a dream.
Yeah,
me
it
too.
seemed like it. You were smiling a lot, and then you weren't smiling.
And then you got all sweaty and
No, he wasn't sweaty. It didn't look like he was walking close to the sun.
that's good.
Yes. I was talking to Ned, and that's the worm, by the way.
Okay.
Oh.
I was talking to Ned, and he brought up the fact that I have an empty contract, and I just wanted to tell you all.
Empty contract?
Yes. When I opened that very fancy flowery puzzle box,
Yeah.
I got a blank infernal contract.
Oh. Okay.
If we I don't know if he is under the impression that, hey Ned, are you under the impression that it's a contract bound between us? Never mind. That's an option. If we want to prevent anything or make anything happen.
Good to know.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Al, then I think you should, but honestly, I wouldn't go throwing around a blank contract with the first demon I met.
That's kind of where I'm leaning.
There's a lot of demon fish in the sea.
There are a lot of demon fish in the sea.
And I know you're trying to get out of a different relationship, so...
Yes. Yes. I just wanted to let you know that happened. Anybody else have any weird dreams, or was it just me?
Well, I dreamed that I went to class and I forgot to put on clothes. That means something, right?
That has to mean something.
Do I also have a demon contract?
I don't think that's what it means.
I don't think that... No.
Well, I mean, I was kind of... Yeah.
How much time we got?
You got
We
probably
should probably go.
3 hours.
I take it back. No, we got time.
Anybody want to do anything before?
Anybody got jokes?
Or else I can do a puzzle box.
I can tell one joke and make 3 hours pass just like that.
Just like that.
That's my talent.
That's my talent. Oh my god.
I like to think it's not actually. It doesn't actually make time pass. Everyone's just sitting and staring in silence for 3 hours.
It's the most powerful spell he knows. It locks people in place for
no.
whatever amount of time.
Oh my god.
Don't tell me.
You said it takes 10 minutes to open these wooden boxes, right?
Yeah, just about. Depends on the difficulty and everything.
Yeah. I should also tell you all, Ned seemed to know that my contract is a very powerful one. So I probably won't waste any more money on these smaller puzzle boxes. But if anybody finds any bigger, fancier ones...
But you might be able to find another Ned.
Sunny and
Or
demon fish
another
in the
blank
sea.
contract.
Or maybe he'll find like a good Ned, like Den, or something.
Or maybe we can
the
just
little
stop
devil and a
the
little angel on my...
little
Your
puzzle
angle
box.
and your
station.
devil.
Well, what I'm saying is I have 2 left, and I was just going to get through them. We have 2 hours, and I might as well rip off the Band-Aid.
I guess.
Anybody want to play cards?
Max,
Oh,
in the
I'll play
meantime,
cards. Yes.
can I run up to the room and put both the shard and my emblem underneath my pillow? I don't want to bring them with me today. She's like, I don't want nothing to do with either of you today.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's leaving them in the room under her pillow.
Represent Queen. Slay. Zephyr does not say that.
That queen slay.
Yeah, alright.
Thanks.
So Al, you doing puzzle boxes?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and crack one open. If the
Okay.
first one is easy, then I'll do the second one too.
Alright, there are 2 wooden boxes left.
Alrighty. Investigation, right?
Yep, investigation.
19 plus... yeah, plus a flash of genius.
Okay,
So 23
23.
on the first one.
Is he getting buffs?
He already rolled. But
Nope.
it's okay, these aren't that difficult.
Hey, you haven't announced the outcome of the roll.
Go ahead and open up the second wooden box. Slides through fairly easily. Kind of pull a couple pieces out from here and there. Opens up. Nothing fancy, no morphing, but it does open up into kind of a larger space. and you pull out a little amulet of sorts.
Amulet, nice. Okay, I have an amulet. And... yeah, let's just go for the other one.
Okay, investigation check.
Ooh, 25. I will not use a flash of
25.
genius.
Okay. Again, kind of simply opening it up, moving things over to the side. Do you go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me, though?
Okay.
Okay.
That'll be wisdom. That'll be a 16.
All right. You feel an obsession coming at your brain. This kind of like desire to open them because it makes you feel good, not because you're looking for information. Almost kind of like a greed aspect, but you shrug it off for now. Not something that you're necessarily conscious of. This is more of a for Drew to know kind of thing. But you open this one up, and you pull out a small piece of paper that seems to be lined with kind of glittering inks. Bits of metal have been like worked into the paper. It's very beautiful, and it has a scrawling list written in Celestial.
Oh. Okay. I might. What's everybody else doing?
Sounded like we're playing cards.
Yeah, Zephyr's playing cards with whoever wants to
Sure.
join.
What game are we playing?
That's a tough one. What game do we want to play?
Well, Winnie's playing Go Fish. Zephyr's playing Rummy.
I
Lily's
was just
playing
gonna say,
Uno.
whatever game we're playing, Lily does not realize that's the game they're playing.
We're playing Go Fish.
And they're all playing it with the same deck of cards at the same time.
Yes.
Zephyr's playing Trash.
But Al, what do you want to do?
I'll kind of walk over to everybody. Does anybody read this? Can anybody read this? I'm not familiar with the language.
What
Seems
language?
like a
Yeah.
You can read Celestial?
Oh no.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. Maybe.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the
Um,
heck?
What
What the?
What the heck
Wait a
is
minute.
going on here?
You go ahead and read over it, and it seems to be a list of names. Several of which you recognize. They all seem to be grouped in 6 different groups of names. One group is Lunaris, Kirkdin, Duskradil, Blazadin. You see the second group is Aophic, Tridel, and Borden. But then you start getting into the groupings that you're unfamiliar with. You've got, and these are their full titles, I should say. So it's Lunaris, the full moon, Crookton, the crescent, Duskradil, the new moon. Then you have Blazadin, the sun. And then you've got Aophic, the gem, Tridel, the metallic, Borden, the chromatic. And then you've got Amaria, the lustful, Gork, the gluttonous, Marthina, the greedy, Jodarin, the envious, Yurgoa, the prideful, Agnar, the wrathful, Lardel, the sloth, another grouping, Athenzia of language, Drun of gifts, Quarrel. Fuck. This is me trying to remember how to pronounce these names that I have not said out loud.
Yeah.
Quarla, of connection, Rundar of service, Tarrell of time. Then you have a set of names that just say first, second, and third. Then you have Typhonus of water, Lavery of fire, Quardox of earth, and Hudari of air. I can send this list later, so don't worry about writing it.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Did that say that Offensia's title was language?
Yes. Language. I don't know why I know all these names.
Do you know all of those names on there? Or are you
I
just
can
reading
read
them?
them,
Oh, okay.
which is astonishing because I don't think I've ever seen this before.
Yeah, how can you read
I don't know.
that? Oh.
I mean, it's quite a thing for me to make up.
It's one of Liz's many mysteries.
I guess so. I also got this amulet. I'm going to go identify it now. You can talk about what that list. Yes.
Beautiful. You identify it, you come back, it's a medal of muscle.
Yo.
Yo.
Nice.
But you
Oh,
have this
oh,
you have
okay.
this list in front of you. You can write it down, translate it to comment that everyone can read over it.
There's definitely some points where she doesn't know how to spell it. She's like, She knows how it sounds.
They sound it out. They're all
Well,
like,
yeah, we'll just sound it out.
We.
Horribly misspelled some of them.
Yeah, you have this list in front of you, and if no one has any comments about it, we'll keep moving.
I mean, it's just the name.
Mhm.
And I think
right.
one of the smarter characters wouldn't take much of a leap in logic to decide what the lists are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would assume that these are lists of the deities.
All
All
sector
All-
of them,
of the deities.
separated accordingly, of course.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, but then why is Blazidon listed with the moon goddesses?
Because he's a celestial.
I thought he was an infernal god.
Mm-mm.
No, he got really mad after the thing happened.
After,
And then he took the Infernal Shard.
right.
Ooh.
So he's kind of like an infernal god, but not originally.
Okay. My religious knowledge is a little hazy. But... Okay. Well, then there's nothing off about it, is there?
Certainly good information to know, if nothing else.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be much more to it.
Are these their true names?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It would seem like it.
That's the same name that was in the contract if I had a better memory, which I don't, so it's probably someone else that realized that.
Which
Yes.
contract?
Well, the one that, the first one that I opened. It was between Amaria the Lustful and,
Kuroga.
yeah, the Prideful.
That's right.
That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah. So some time passes by. Inevitably, everyone makes their way down to the entrance hall, and you see that a fantastic spread of meats, cheeses, vegetables, fruits. Kitchen really has gone all out. There are well,
She's restarting Discord.
cool, beautiful. I think I have. Is this? Yeah. Oh.
Uh,
Okay. I guess I'll go.
Levy to death. Little cameras.
It's gone full out, and you start to look around, and there is a constant chatter about who the guest is. There seems to be some people that are more aware than others. Everyone seems to have their guesses of who's it gonna be, who is coming to visit. As people begin to gather, you see that both Professor Tessa and Professor Droll have positioned themselves near a podium. And you look up and you see that a pathway has been opened through the tower that leads directly up into the sky. And as time ticks by, as people get more comfortable, you see the full moon make its way right to the pinnacle of the tower. And
Like
in that
the
moment,
physical moon,
yeah,
or like it's just lined
Oh.
up, or is the moon touching the tower?
no, it lines up. It didn't drop
Okay.
down. Suddenly, everyone's pulled off their feet. This massive gravitational forces ripping the
days.
city
Fireball
apart.
in the sky, and it starts getting bigger and bigger.
You're like, oh no, oh no!
Oh no!
But a column of light shines down from the full moon. What's it called in Thor? The
Bifrost.
yeah,
Bifrost?
this is like full Bifrost energy of this multicolored light beams down into the stage. There is a ushered silence across most people. You see some clerical individuals, like their eyes light up. They're clutching onto their symbols, very much like fangirl energy. As this light kind of begins to blind all of you, and there is a quick flash. And suddenly, there are 3 figures standing in front of you that weren't there a moment ago.
3?
Zephyr's
3
gonna lean over
figures.
to
Read.
like Lily and Octavia and go, "Do you think we're gonna have to fight them again?"
Lily just
knows?
like
Octavia kind of puts her hands on her hips and she's like, I don't know, Zephyr. What do you think?
You want my honest answer, or do you want me to respond to your sarcasm?
I think you know the answer to that, love. Good luck.
I can't read you.
can't read.
There is
Can't read.
Can't read.
a wave of energy that pulls everyone's attention as
The moon impacts.
No.
a 10-foot tall feminine figure, hair a kind of light pink, almost rose gold quality to it, begins to kind of shimmer. These flowing white robes kind of draped around her. steps forward. She is flanked on either side. An elvish figure on one side. Strange, not a type of elf that any of you are familiar with, but the pointed ears are unmistakable to kind of determine their background, as well as a figure with large white flowing wings kind of sprouting out of their back. They're clad in armor, a large greatsword strapped across their back. Seems to have brought some bodyguards with them on this trip. And you watch in awe for some of you, contempt for others, as the avatar of Lunaris, the full moon, steps forward to the podium. Her size begins to kind of shrink a little bit as she almost floats forwards. Each step seems to almost hover off the ground. She has a quality of being underwater, with everything kind of just flowing around her. It is almost difficult to breathe for a moment. You feel so much power radiating off of this figure. And there's definitely a large crowd reaction from everyone. She steps up to the microphone. Students, followers, faculty, I am so honored to be among you all today. Please allow me to offer my gratitude and appreciation for all the hard work each and every one of you contribute on a daily basis. Times are tough, we understand. But I want you to know that we are with you every step of the way. Remember to not take light for granted, to seek it out in each and every one of your days. And I cannot wait for the amazing show and performance that I'm sure shall be put on this magnificent weekend. But please do not let my presence stir you too much. Enjoy, celebrate, and may the light be with you. There is an uproar of cheering from other individuals. Specifically, many individuals from Tridel seem to be very enthusiastic. For anyone who is familiar with religion, does anyone have proficiency in religion, actually?
I have a -1.
I have proficiency in religion.
Okay, so Winnie, you do know, so Lunaris is the patron goddess of Tridel. Crooktyn, the patron goddess of Aeophic, and Dustrodil is the patron goddess of Borden. But yeah, there is kind of a continuous stir going up and around. What is your party up to?
So you guys think we could take this one?
I think Winnie's just staring at Crooktyn.
Lily?
Or like the
No,
figure for Crooktyn.
Yeah, I think Februm kind of leans to the rest of the party and was like, "Didn't we,
That
with
was a
Crooktyn?"
different one. Yeah.
That was we fought Duskadu.
Was it
Duskerdale.
Duskerdale?
It was
Oh,
Duskerdale.
Yeah, we
We
fought
fought Duskerdale.
Duskadu. And
think
let
that
me clarify,
had much
it's
more of an
it's
uproarious
Lunaris
reaction
and then
to
2 bodyguards, not
Yeah,
the other 2
They
goddesses.
seem to be advisors / bodyguard individuals. They are not radiating. You can still tell by the way that they hold themselves that these are individuals of great power.
And then
but they have an uncanny celestial essence to them.
Okay, so it's just
It's just Lunaris.
It's just Lunaris.
Lunaris. Okay.
And then
I see.
Winnie's mom was Crookton, right?
Crooked.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zephyr would know that, but Dane forgot. Hey Lily, what do you think the odds are if we were to fight? Like, what do you where do you think we stack up in this one?
She's
I'm
like
just
she's like
prepping.
staring at Crookton. She hears Zephyr and she literally goes,
I'm just prepping. We had to fight the last one, even though we didn't want to. So
"Yeah,
You know?
but she was all possessed
Well-
and weird. That this is different."
Yeah, I
it
think
though?
she's a great deal more put together.
that's fair, I guess. But
Also
still.
not currently in constant battle with
Yes.
Lazadon.
I mean, I don't think Duskradil is now either. Lily doesn't laugh, but I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Can everyone
Anyway,
make a
what's up, Al?
perception check real fast for me?
Oh yeah.
So what does Lily see?
Yeah, Lily, what do you see?
Yeah. Oh no. I was gonna say I might roll bad,
I got
but I rolled a nat
25.
20.
Wow.
It's a
I got a
it's a
16.
31.
Oh
I got
my
a 17. If that
I
matters.
actually
Being
rolled a
proud.
nat 20.
So what's an 11 show me?
So an 11, anyone 15 or below, is
Yeah.
gonna. You get the kind of like you're looking around, gathering food as a group, doing kind of the brunch in thing. The morning dew is just like staring you guys down, like pissed off.
I was just about to do that.
Haha, I beat you.
We both do it in unison.
And then they scowl at each other like, "Hey,
Yeah,
I'm trying
like
to
Yeah.
make one of our enemies."
That's my bit.
hitting me. That's my bit.
But then 15 to 23 get kind of an unnerving sense. It's hard to tell, and every time you recognize it, you find yourself disbelieving it. But it seems that, like the Mona Lisa, every time you look over in the direction of Lunaris, she is staring at your group. Between her conversations with the other professors, there's a quickly forming line of clerical individuals that have come to greet her, welcome her. There are a few non-students, some higher up priests of the Church of the Three Moons that have come to pay homage. But through it all, she seems to be looking at your group in specific, studying each one of you, taking you in for everything that you are, everything that you could be. It's relatively unnerving to be studied.
Okay.
But
Bye.
anyone who is higher than a 24 feels another presence, feels something else looking in your direction. As you turn over your shoulder, away from the fanfare and away from everything else, to catch the glimpse of a navy skin-colored individual dressed in dark purples, dip behind a corner, down a hallway, the far side of the venue.
Uh-oh.
I lean over to Winnie and I think no. Do you want to talk to her?
know.
Just
I mean, we got your back if you do. If you don't, we also have your back.
I mean,
yes.
it definitely seems like she's sizing us up like Zephyr was sizing her up. So,
Just want them to stop looking.
Oh my god, guys,
Um,
you gotta try the smoked meat. It's so fucking good.
What did this other figure? Did we see them like looking at us, or did we just see them like? Is there something that prompted them ducking away?
You turning around seemed to be what prompted them
Okay.
ducking away, and you just caught a glance of them, as they
I want
dip
I
down
want to
the corner.
follow them. They
Lily,
thought
did
they
you
were
see
getting
where you
away
going?
with something.
Hey, Lily, did you see that? Where are you going?
The what?
Lily,
do,
you're not.
do we notice Lily go, or?
I don't think she makes it secret, does she?
I don't announce I'm leaving, but so I don't know.
I mean, I think at a base, at least Winnie recognizes.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be one of those like it's another one of those like outline moments. You look over, Lily is no longer standing where she was, but you catch like the glint.
Yeah, you probably see her like 30 feet away. Like, what are you doing?
When he's like, God, someone should go with her, and then she like, boom, like elbows Februm. She's like, Februm, go get her, go get her, go with her. She go, that way.
I see. Yes, thank you. And he'll start going.
Thank you.
Just Februm and Lily then?
I think we can go out too. I figured Februm would be the first person. There was a person watching us over there too. Lily went to follow, and I wanted to go alone, but I feel weird leaving this room. But I also feel weird staying in it, so I'm kind of stuck. So I didn't want to go.
Fair enough. Should someone else go?
If someone else wants to, but they better hurry before they lose them.
I'm gonna hang here.
For the smoked meat.
I will also hang here.
For moral support, but also the smoked meat is really good. You want some? And he pulls out a second leg of it.
Wait,
Why not?
It's got to be the corned beef. Just you know.
This is St. Patty's Day.
Yes. Yes.
Whatever it is, he's got a big old leg on the bone.
But those of you that are following Lily, make your way through the crowd. It is a little difficult to get through, but you inevitably kind of break from the edge. And Lily, just as you turn the corner again, you look down this hallway and you see the figure duck around another corner.
I'm hauling now. I'm kind of in the clear.
Okay.
But you're definitely chasing after Lily. Lily,
Yeah, I'm not waiting.
Make a... What's it gonna be? It's gotta be one of those. Just make a dexterity check real fast.
Just dexterity. Oh my god. 23. Now we'll add a d6 because I find this important. 25.
Beautiful. You book it. And as you turn corners, you're swiftly dodging chairs and tables and things that might not have been easy to see, but kind of just letting your body flow you begin chasing after this individual, and you start to notice that like every time you turn a new corner, you're just in time to see them disappear down another corner. As you begin to wind your way through the tower, ducking down several different hallways, you end up changing floors at different times. Februm, can you make a con save, actually?
Okay. Nat 20
Oh,
Easily keeping up with Lily.
for a 23.
Kind of doing a couple of rescue breaths quickly to get you the oxygen flowing back through your body. You are definitely just right at her heels. And you end up going up a floor or two, and you see this figure duck into a room quickly.
All right.
You make it to the doorway. The door is closed.
is it unlocked?
You reach down. The door is locked. Kind of going over to the pad on the side, you like go to enter it and be like, identification required.
What about him? Februm, can you get in here? Can you like hack it with your eye or something?
I mean, if it doesn't allow us through with our verification, I could try, I guess.
Oh right, I try the bracelet.
You put the bracelet up to the bear and it goes, verification approved. And you hear the door unlock.
Oh. Thank you, Februm. And she goes in.
Of course.
You go in. The room is dimly lit, except for one kind of solo spotlight on the far corner. This figure stands facing away from you. Doesn't seem to be moving, doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Hello? What you doing? Being sneaky's kind of my thing.
Her vibe's on the line. She's got to check it out to make sure.
Yeah. I gotta put this person in their place.
You don't seem to get a response.
Excuse me.
Nothing. Just
She
seems
starts
standing there at the
approaching.
far side of the room.
Is there like a light switch or something on the wall?
You like go to like flip the little light switch. It seems to be deactivated.
This is sus.
Okay.
Billy begins approaching.
What in the Five Nights at Freddy's?
I'm going to pull out my bow and just activate my Crimson Right on it.
Mm-hmm.
For light.
You activate the light, and it does shine around you, but you watch as the rest of the light that should illuminate this space is eaten away. It doesn't give the glow that it normally does.
Can I see through this? Because I have Devil Sight.
As if it were dim light. It's not like blocking your vision, but there's something about it that it's keeping it
Oh,
dim.
I got you. I see. He'll just approach with Lily then.
Lily,
You can't just, like, follow us and then run away and then stand in a dramatic pose like this and then not say anything.
You get closer, Lily. Doesn't seem to be moving, doesn't seem to be doing anything.
I wait, like, when I get, like, right next to them, I, like, wait a moment.
You
Excuse me?
wait
Hi?
a moment, and you don't hear any breathing. And it's just about this time that Februm, you feel a presence right behind you, breathing down on your neck.
Okay. I will whip around and see what it is.
You whip around, and a hand grabs your wrist as the bow kind of flies by. I'll say for dramatic effect, like an arrow kind of like that has been knocked flies into a corner, and there's a little oh. So, I don't think you're going to be needing that. Ta-da! The lights like turn back on. Drax is standing there in front of you.
It's like, oh,
What?
I thought it would be exciting.
What is this?
what's with all the...
Oh, that's just like Drax waves his hand, and the pile just kind of like collapses. I thought it would be interesting.
What?
Just...
I mean, I've been gone for so long.
Alright.
Ooh, dramatic flair.
What? What? What are you doing?
It's certainly an entrance.
Thank you. I did plan it
Why
very
are we,
hard. I was
like-
trying.
Why are we, like, hiding?
Oh, I don't want everyone to know that I'm back quite yet.
Did you know that I would see you?
I mean, I couldn't be sure, but there are very few as perceptive as yourself, Lilibet.
Yeah, I guess.
That is true.
So if you knew I was gonna see you, then you probably wanted to tell me something.
Well, I did want to check in, see how everyone was doing. I received an interesting message from Zephyr the other day.
Right.
Several, actually. Is Zephyr doing all right?
Probably not as good as he lets on.
Unsure on that.
There aren't many that can kind
Not
of tap
great,
into
if
that
I were to
power
guess.
source, but you know, anymore nowadays.
What?
The what?
But enough about me. Well, what about you? What have you been up to? How's the
That
festival?
wasn't about you at all.
That wasn't about you at all.
Well, it's pretty good.
I mean-
We won really hard last week. So that
Yeah,
was
I
pretty
mean-
cool.
Ah,
The festival so far has been great. It's just everything happening around it seems to be a little shaky.
mm-hmm. So how's the hunt going?
Which one?
What are you hunting for? I mean, like, I know, like, I thought we were talking about the big one.
What do you
Well,
think
you were
we're
asking me.
hunting
I thought you
for?
knew.
Oh, I mean, I was asking about the shards.
Oh, we haven't
Right.
done that like at all.
Yeah, we haven't come across any.
What? You would...
Well, I mean, like,
I mean,
You don't just like find many like demons and stuff.
It's not like we've exactly been anywhere outside of
And we
the
have
city,
class,
so if
and
they're,
we have
you
stuff
know,
on the weekends, and there's this festival now.
there's a lot of
like,
places it
we're
could
really
be that we
tied
can't
up.
exactly get to.
I mean, if the schools and everything is getting in the way, I could expel you.
Well, don't say it like
I
that.
enjoy the knowledge I'm gaining.
I love knowledge.
I like
I
knowledge.
mean, if you could like expedite our graduation, that would work.
I mean, I don't.
The
think
thing
we have to
about
do
graduation.
Well, cause like there's a lot of stuff that they only tell Night Eyes.
Oh, I want to metagame.
So we're kind of behind like a roadblock already.
That. Yes, but you have.
I
so
feel
many
like the Night Eyes are
opportunities.
closer to finding the cards anyway.
He goes up.
Oh, they're real close to the shards. Trust me.
Oh, they're real. They're real close. At least one of them.
Is there something you're trying to avoid with the Night Eyes?
Like informing them, or
I mean, you know, it's kind of weird that, you know, you come back after all this time, not really saying anything of where you've gone, and we're the first people you're talking to.
I mean, I just missed you so much.
Well, I mean, of course, me too, but
We can say hi. We have like our own room and everything.
Yes, but that's being monitored and watched and surveilled.
And this one isn't?
not by
Oh,
you.
not actively.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, you see, I might have run into a little bit of an issue.
Which would
Yeah.
be?
So, now I know I lied to you all earlier, but I was being watched at the current moment. Now we can talk a little more freely. But, do you remember the fight with the Avatar?
Vividly.
Yes, you see, because of that, my leadership skills have come into question by the other two
Dad.
of my cohort, and
Good night.
there may be a play for my power actively, but nothing too much to worry about. I've been hiding quite well.
So, wait, someone's trying to take your power?
The other two dragons?
The other two dragons, the Celestials, the Council of
Specifically
Allies.
you?
Well, the things that I carry.
The shard.
Precisely.
But don't you, like, all have the shard?
In a manner of speaking, but there's still the physical object.
So,
Well, that's probably an issue. I mean, like, you
What?
can't do that forever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that why you need us to find the shards?
It would be helpful.
Well, I don't think we can do it fast enough to, like, stop that.
I mean, I'm not.
Especially considering we're up against, sounds like a lot more powerful people.
I mean, don't count yourself out yet. You've been doing quite well.
Yes.
You know, that kind of reminded me of something. Zephyr's sister was saying something about the Night Eyes and what happens to them,
Yes.
and why we don't
After
know where they
graduation.
go. So, I was just wondering if you knew anything about that, and who the Council of Night Eyes that are actually chasing you are.
Well, yes, I may know something about that. And I feel like it's fairly obvious who at least the head of the council is.
Right, I could guess.
Who is it? Is it obvious?
It's my mother.
Yes.
It's what? But your mom's crazy.
I mean, she didn't
Yes,
always,
exactly.
She didn't always used to be.
Well, that's
That doesn't mean she isn't
settling
now.
to hear, but if she had the option, she has had the option. I don't know why she hasn't, but if she had another option, she could kill me easily.
Precisely.
She would.
I mean, it probably wouldn't. 6th level spell, maybe?
No,
Depends.
I'm not that weak. I don't.
Right, she'd paralyze you first.
Can we
that'll
stop
do it.
like beating around the bush,
Yes.
Drax? Like, I just had this whole big thing about telling the truth with my party, and
it was
I think it's
inspiring.
really important. Well,
we
okay,
get
so
them
especially if you know
here?
what happened, then you should find it important that we actually get something done
Okay.
by telling us the information instead of
Should
this.
the rest of them be here?
Probably. Drax will wave his hand. Can everyone make a charisma saving throw for me, other than the 2 people that are already in the room?
Yeah.
That gets me a 17.
Cool.
Good enough.
I got
That's
a
an-
5.
Cool.
I got an 18.
Cool.
I'm guessing his spell save is. It could
Really
be higher
high.
than 20.
I'm
22.
guessing it's pretty high.
Oh no!
Am I the
That
only
actually-
one left in the place? God.
That actually tracks.
That's fair.
Winnie,
Because I feel like there would be a counter energy keeping you there.
Winnie,
Oh my
suddenly
God.
you turn around and your party's gone. Everyone has just disappeared.
What the fuck?
The rest of you appear in this empty kind of storage room where Februm and Lily both reside, and you are met face to face with Drax.
Octavia just, what the hell?
But I wasn't sure if any of them would land. What the?
Al's like popping one of those strawberry hard candies into his mouth.
It's just par for the course. He's like, makes sense.
What in the-
Octavia's like doing the Spider-Man meme point, like pointing at Drax.
Hello, Octavia.
What?
Winnie?
What's going on? Wait, yes, where's Winnie?
Couldn't quite grab
Guys?
her with that one.
Hello?
Oh.
Oh.
Where are we? So, somebody should get here. Is Perseus here too?
I don't know, I'll make a charisma saving throw for Perseus.
Oh my god. Cat,
Axel?
how do,
Axel's here as well.
Okay.
Well,
Actually,
we're
no,
hiding in
I-
a storage
I think
closet,
Axel,
so-
like, when you look around and Axel comes back with, like, a tray that he has been holding.
Oh,
He's like, oh,
yeah,
Oh,
Perseus
thank
is
God.
here.
I got some more corned beef. Oh wait.
this,
I
like,
have
sauerkraut
corned
stuff
beef.
really isn't that great.
No, it's not. Also, our party's gone.
What? Where'd they go?
Perseus is with us. Octavia will send
Uh-huh.
Perseus to go fetch them.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, Perseus. You gotta go like down and then down the hall and then.
Down the hall.
Trust me, I know. I know the
then-
details more specifically than the person saying this does.
That's one way to do it. Yeah, Perseus will like go.
Perseus
Get
will
them.
fly down in that direction. Let's take a moment with Winnie and Axel as they are eating some food at the buffet. So Winnie, I noticed you tucked some stuff underneath your bed this morning. What was that about?
I didn't want them with me. That crystal shard kind of makes me feel a little funky, and don't exactly want to say I'm fully on my mom's support either. But now this is really awkward because I thought I wouldn't see her for a long time. So I didn't want either of them on my person.
Your mom's not here.
What do you mean?
That's Lunaris
Yeah, isn't there two other ones?
and her body.
They were bodyguards.
Mhm.
That's what I was clarifying earlier.
Yeah.
It's Lunaris and 2 bodyguards.
Lunaris and like a regular angel and like what I assume is an astral elf.
Oh, then
Starguard?
The Star Guard.
my aunt. But I didn't want my mom's stuff on me either. Today. So
Like today in specific, or like ever?
I haven't decided yet.
Hey, you could always pray to me. I think that would be fun.
Axel tried to turn her into a warlock.
You know,
Pray to me.
that's a thought. I'll keep it in mind.
I'm like the best of both worlds.
I'm just gonna. It's gonna go in.
Wait. What if I pray to you and you pray to me? What happens then?
What? What?
You know, a little
What?
praying as friends.
Let me clarify. What?
I mean, isn't that like how like gods and stuff work?
I mean, I don't know if you just become a god by. Well, do you?
Oh no, I mean no, you become a god by having a connection with one of the planar shards.
So true.
So you want to go talk to your aunt?
Mhm.
I mean, technically she's both of our aunt, right?
Who would she? Is Blasiden a sibling? I didn't think he was a sibling. I could be wrong though.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh no, duh, he's a sibling because he's my uncle. Idiot. And I guess
he's her older brother.
yeah, see. I'm still getting used to this whole godly family history thing. I don't know. I mean, if you want to talk to her, I'll go with you. I think. Maybe. I don't know.
You see like Axel look up, and it's in this moment that you realize the crowd around you has gone silent. He's like, "Ooh, I might not have to."
What?
Um,
What's going on?
as a figure steps up behind you and taps you on the shoulder.
Oh, God. No, boy. She'll turn to look up at her.
It's Perseus.
Yay!
Octavia, you receive a little message from Perseus. There's like, slight issue. Cannot retrieve friends.
What? She just kind of like what out loud, and then just mentally like, why? What's happening?
Please look.
Oh, and she'll close her eyes and take over Perseus's sight.
You look and you see a terrified Winnie, a Axel that is trying way too hard to smile, both being kind of flanked by these bodyguards on either side, creating kind of a perimeter around them, with Lunaris herself standing right next to them.
Oh, she's gonna take her eyesight back and, oh shit!
What?
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 They're being approached by Lunaris, like, right now.
They're
that-
dividing.
is that-
She's dividing and conquering.
Is that a
We gotta get
problem?
over there.
And then she looks over at Drax and she's like, is that a problem?
Quite potentially.
Cool.
So we
So I'm gonna go now. Drax, it was lovely to see you as always.
But I
Please
have,
try
I have
not
to
to
t- I
disappear
have
again.
Okay.
And
Just give us like a minute. We'll come back.
You have.
I don't.
I have a thing and
I
you
mean,
gotta
unless
guess
you want
it.
to come.
I don't know.
I don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to talk to you is.
Drax, but if that's a pressing issue, we've got two demigods out there in front
The
of
two
Lunaris.
people that you should have brought here first.
Yes.
Drax, do you need to
First.
tell all of us, or can I tell them?
I'm sure you can
Yeah.
relay the information.
We can relay.
Okay, then
Okay.
you all go.
I'm gonna
and I'll
go.
stay here.
Thank you. Winnie.
I have
or,
a lot of questions
we'll
for
say
you.
Winnie and
but
Perseus sent you
Lilibet,
another little
Al?
mental message, saying they're leaving.
oh shit. Octavia's
as
gonna sprint.
Winnie, you and Axel, if the two of you would mind joining me for a leisurely stroll out by the lake, that would be quite lovely. I have heard so much about both of you.
Not the lake.
And
When he
Winnie,
just slowly looks over to Axel, like,
with her standing in front of you, this was the person that was trying to watch you earlier.
that makes sense. The one that, remember how I said there was a figure watching all of us and I couldn't figure out, at least she was trying to figure out where we are, but she didn't know, and yeah. She just kind of looks at Axel like,
If the two of you would. And
sure.
she
I know, oh god.
she kind of gestures over to the elvish figure next to her, who kind of nods his head, turns over, opens up a book, and you watch him kind of form these great runes. Them. Were they them? Yes. Him?
Maybe.
Them? I can't remember.
How fast can I feasibly get there?
likewise.
You watch as Winnie and Axel, you watch as this figure begin scrawling magical text, figures, arcane symbols, way out of your league. And you watch as a gate opens up in
What
front
the
of you. Lunaris looks down at you. After you, my dears. Octavia, you are sprinting, running. I need you and Zephyr to both make... Is anyone else running?
Oh. I think I probably stayed back.
This will be athletics checks.
That is a dirty 20.
Max, before I roll,
Mm-hmm.
and before I do this, I want to ask if you'll allow it. Technically, I've got 20 feet of movement with levitate. So could I use my movement speed and then as a cast levitate and then use that to move a little bit extra or no?
Levitate's only vertical movement, not horizontal.
Is it? Okay.
Mhm.
Is it?
Yep.
He does have a staircase he's got to go down, so I mean...
If you want to spend a second level
Oh,
spell
yeah,
slot, I'll
that's a shame.
consider it.
Consider letting you float.
No, alright, I'll make the athletics.
Yeah,
Actually-
Octavia's using all her street knowledge.
22.
22 and a dirty 20. The two of you race, and you make it to the outside of the crowd when you see this kind of magical flash appear in the center of the room. And there are oohs and ahs. Especially from the outside, you hear some jealous murmurs as you watch Winnie and Alex being ushered into a gate.
Can
Yeah, well,
Perseus-
Winnie's gonna
no, no.
grab Axel's
Can-
hand and squeeze it.
Can
She's scared.
Perseus tug on Winnie's like leg? Like, cause Perseus is there too.
Yeah, if you want him to.
Yeah. She's like, don't let them go through. At least not alone. And Perseus.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Motion backwards, like, no,
Okay.
don't do it.
So Perseus is being obvious about this. He begins to pull on like Winnie's robes, her pant leg, kind of pulling her back, and you
Sorry.
watch as Lunaris looks over and she's like, "Oh, poor dear must be lost. Allow me." And she bends down. Perseus kind of like looks up. His like cowls raise up, and she just like touches him, and he disappears.
Oh,
Sorry, I missed that because I had to go take my dog out. Did Axel and I walk through, and then Perseus followed? And she went boop.
Yeah. Well, Perseus
Okay.
went to like tug on your pant leg, being like, "Don't go with them."
Oh,
And Lunaris went, "Oh, poor dear. Allow me." Just goes down, touches him, and he.
yeah. She's squeezing Axel's hand mega tight.
Again,
She won't admit it, but she's scared.
after
Can I,
you.
like, scream as we enter the room?
I object.
Sure. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you.
What are you screaming? Just.
I think I was just gonna, like, scream Winnie. To try and get your attention. Or, like, don't do it or something.
I mean, I think it's quiet as I recall, so.
So that'll get the attention.
You
Yeah.
scream Winnie, and you watch the crowd all turn in your direction. There are confused expressions. There are there are a couple angry faces. Kind of interrupting this moment. Winnie, what are you doing? You're holding on to Axel, but are you stopping? Are you following forward?
Is Axel going forward?
Axel is doing this like, and like has been like kind of like inching forward.
Mm-hmm. Winnie's gonna look at Zephyr and cast Sending.
Mm-hmm.
And she says,
Make a sleight of hand check real fast.
sleight of hand check.
Mhm.
Well, 6.
All right.
Yeah, that's not secret.
No.
Continue the spell.
Okay. Don't draw attention to it. Could seem very suspicious. It's okay. I got Axel.
No.
Um,
It's a little
plus,
late to
she's
knock
a
out
god.
and I don't want to say no. Goodbye.
Oh no!
She smiles a little bit at the goodbye.
As Winnie
I'm
turns
not-
to leave, holding Axel's hand, Zephyr, you have a moment to respond.
I don't know if you'll let me do this, and I don't care if I'm too slow, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Can I, this time, use levitate, jump up on someone on the crowd, and like springboard off their shoulder and just dive towards this portal?
Yeah. I mean,
And you died,
When
but you like
said, don't draw
slowly
too much
descend.
attention, and you're like,
Unless Featherfall works instead. I don't
That's
know which-
no,
slower.
it would be
That's
levitate
probably slower.
because you would like.
Okay.
So you cast levitate. You
If
go up 20 feet just
It
to
goes-
about the archway of this entrance, and you like bolt off of it,
arm out,
and you like begin like floating through the
that's
air.
so much cooler.
Kind of reaching out forwards. What's your AC?
Oh,
Oh,
18.
18.
I just love when he was like, "There's a god, don't draw attention." He was like,
I
"Boing."
already screamed Winnie. I've
She
drawn
said-
attention.
She said, "Don't draw more attention."
So that was a 7 on the
He's-
dice for a 23 to
focused.
hit.
It hits.
Silvery barbs.
Wait, no, yeah, silvery barbs. Let's go. Thank you, Connor. No, you.
Okay, that next one was an 11, so that is it's a 27 to hit.
What? Oh my god.
So who you giving advantage
Yeah, who gets advantage?
How long does the
Big
advantage last?
question.
It's just a minute, isn't it?
I think it's in the next minute.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna give it to Octavia
oh joy.
in case Octavia can do.
Bro, I am non-magical. There is nothing I can do in this scenario.
Oh yeah, you lost Perseus. Can I change my answer?
Sure.
Winnie, final answer.
Winnie can have advantage on her next check. Zephyr, you take 40 points of combined slashing and radiant damage. As you move, or kind of dive forward, the angelic figure with wings moves over and just strikes you down.
Damn.
As
He just
you
swats me out of the sky.
Yep. As you catch a glance of Winnie, Axel, and Lunaris all disappearing into this portal.
Can I have
Now-
used Zephyr as a distraction to sneak in there?
You can
should've
make a
given
check.
you
You can
advantage.
try.
Can I
I was
use
gonna say, because the angel is distracted.
Yeah,
The angel
can-
would be the one who would notice.
Can I use luck? I would like to use luck.
I mean, you can
I am
always
also
use that.
wearing an
What
amulet
is this
of proof
check?
of detection and location.
What is this check gonna be? Okay, so we need a stealth check first.
Yeah, you got it, fam.
And can I have Zephyr make a concentration check?
Zephyr, please do make a concentration check on your levitate DC 20.
Oh.
Oh,
I just need to know if he face plans.
You said
He definitely
what?
face
Stealth?
So yeah, stealth check
Stealth is-
first.
Stealth is a 21.
Okay. And then make an initiative check. That's what I need. I was like, I need a speed check.
Okay.
Initiative roll.
And I can use my luck on this, right?
Yep.
Neat. That's a 19 or a 10, so we're gonna use the 19 for a 23.
I was like, it was a DC 20. You move over in this direction, ducking through people, keeping low, doing your best to make it to this portal in time. As you see the angelic guard distracted, you run through. You see the portal begin to close, the magic and runes that hold it begin to flicker, and you kind of take this last push through the crowd, pushing forwards, and almost dive forwards as you make eye contact with this elvish individual that kind of looks over at you as you just whoop, through the portal.
Yep.
It shuts behind you. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
So cool though.
So cool, but all the stress in my body. All the stress in my body.
Mm-hmm.
I love how Zephyr and Octavia can actually be a good team.
Yeah. you go be cannon fodder. I've got this. Just
It's you be loud, I be sneaky. Anyway, thank you all for joining us this week. We hope you had a good time. I would probably say prepare for some lore and for some info for next week. I think there's going to be lots of things talked about, lots of things revealed. But anyway, Julia.
drink your water. This is boob.
This is boob.
This is boob.
This is
boob. I'll finish it. Drink your
Boob.
water.
Drink your water.
There, we got the audio through.
Yeah, there we go.
Have a good night, everyone. Also, happy St. Patty's Day. So.
Woo! Happy St. Patty's
Yeah.
Day. Responsibly. Drink lots of water.
Good night, everyone.